I think all the young activists and investigative journalists that we have now should definitely hold that to their heart, because now more than ever, we need young people to to really just continue the momentum, this huge momentum that the independent media has just now been thrust upon the whole world scene. And in fact, we've taken over the media, because if you look at the numbers on the internet, we dwarf what the mainstream media is doing. That's why they're backing off and trying to get in and control the internet and restrict it. And that's why YouTube's going down the hill trying to censor everybody. And Google Video is now getting taken off altogether. And so I wanted to play that speech because it's so important now more than ever, because we just found out, I mentioned this at the beginning of the show, whistleblower protections axed from the stimulus. They're trying to keep people from talking. You've got 40% of Americans wanting the criminal probes of the Bush administration. You had Eric Holder actually going out and saying that he might release these secret Bush memos. They should release the entire thing. All those Bush secrets need to come out right now. Why is it so important to listen to a speech like that now? Because spying on activists is actually at a record number. And this is an article from Uncover the News. Who is the criminal now? After the Denver police spy files were revealed in 2002, my friends, the spied upon, said, quote, "It isn't just happening in Denver, it's happening all over the United States. In Denver, the secret police spy files became public through an attorney discovery in a local court case. The spy files did not become public because of the integrity of the Denver Police Intelligence Division. Those secret police spy files included cases that went back 30 years, and of course all the American Indian activist names were on there, all the usual suspects in peace and activism. But guess what? Now it's on journalists. Now they're going overboard with journalism, and it's not just little journalists on the internet. It's mainstream journalists like ABC reporters are getting chokehold at the DNC, or Amy Goodman getting arrested at the RNC. Now is the time, because guess what? This bailout money is going to militarize the police. And a lot of people, I played the clips earlier where this money's actually going, all the frivolous spending. But this is the Lone Star Times. George Orwell, call your office, because the military police, militarizing police, is being paid for with the bailout money. If the prostitution is the world's oldest profession, the city's mayors followed very close in second. In fact, it occurs to me that the spiritual offspring of the aforementioned liaisons, whenever there is a loose change or an unclaimed dollar laying around, mayors can smell it a mile away. I'm going to skip down here a little bit, because actually we're getting close to the end of the hour here. But you can see this article at truthmovement.com. There's a PDF of all where this money's going. San Francisco wants to $125,000 for armored vehicles and $200,000 for mobile command tanks. Great. McKinney wants $5 million for SWAT toys and to get everybody all dressed up in their Darth Vader outfits. North Richland Hills wants $51,000 for volunteer patrol volunteers. And, now that, it's crossing over. DARPA's running around saying, we can fix the economy. Don't worry about it. We've got all this data to chew on. We want to actually try and do something where we can create a massive, catalyze this massive police state that we've seen for so long. It's definitely getting to the point now where they're going for broke with all of the toys that they want. For what reasons? It's not to defend us from Al-Qaeda or something like that. It has nothing to do with that at all. In fact, it has to do with spying on Americans. And the journalists are right at the top of the list. Irvine wants $5 million for biometric scanners, digital cameras, RFID scanners. Grand Prairie wants $1.25 million for nicer landscaping around public safety buildings. As far as getting into some of the pork on this stuff, it's just ludicrous. New marinas for rich people. Arlington is really gearing up for urban warfare. Arlington wants $1.6 million for SWAT toys, including deadly but camera-friendly no-knock raids, $56,000 for military-grade carbines, $625,000 for unmanned aerial surveillance drones, and $130,000 for covert operations. So you can see now why that speech that Kennedy just made is so important, because we have to get young people mobilized and interested in something like journalism, because the press is the only specifically mentioned or protected business in America by the Constitution, and the First Amendment is just evaporating before our very eyes, no doubt about it. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. When I get back, I'm going to get into this end of aging thing in the little time that we have left. But I wanted to play that whole speech because young people need to hear it. There's no doubt about it. Got to get a little bit more interested in things than we are now.
Would like to report on the state of our war against the American people. We're mounting a sustained campaign to crack down on every American and every person of every faith and every nation, and to bring them to justice. All missions are being executed according to plan, without warning or provocation. Americans are being swept up in an international dragnet. Thousands of FBI agents are on the trail of other citizens here and abroad. It has everything to do with hate and evil and murder and prejudice. America is strong.
Federal agents, we are armed!
What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away? What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away?
I see a message from the government. Like every day, I watch it and listen and call them all suckers. They wanted me about Osama or whatever. Picture me buying the scam. I said never. You in tune to a hard truth soldier spitting. I stay committed, give I lose commission. It's all a part of fighting devil state mind control. And all about the battle for your body, mind, and soul. And now I'm hoping you don't close your mind so they shape you. Don't forget they made us slaves, gave us AIDS and raped us. Another Bush season mean another war for profit. All in secret so the public never fit to stop it. The Illuminati, 666, all connected. Stole the votes, they control the race and take elections. It's the Skull and Bones Freemason Kill Committee. See the dragon get in every city.
What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away?
Now ask yourself who's the one with the most to gain. For 9/11, couldn't stand his name. Now even waving flags like they lost their mind. Everybody got opinions but don't know the time. Cause America's been took, it's plain to see. The oldest trick in the book is making enemy. A phony evil so the government can do its dirt. And take away your freedom, lock and load, beat and search. Ain't nothing changed but more colored people locked in prison. These pigs still beat us, but it seems we forgetting. But I remember 4 September how these devils do it. Giuliani, ask Diallo how he doing. We in the streets, holler jail to the thief, follow. Waving flags, bring these dragons to their knees. Oil, blood, money, make these killers ride cold. Suspicious suicide, people dying, never told. It's all a part of playing God, so you think we need them. While being Ashcroft, take away your rights to freedom. Bear witness to the sickness of these dictators. Hope you understand the time, brother, cause it's major.
What would you do if you knew all the things we know? Would you stand
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. In the remaining time that we have left, I want to mention tomorrow on the show, I've got Gun Owners of America. Larry Pratt is going to be the guest on the show on a special report at 5 p.m. Eastern. So tune in for that. And if you want to give, we'll have the numbers up if you want to call Larry, have any questions about what's going on. I've talked to Larry a little bit about some of the things that are happening, and I'm sure he's got a lot of information to enlighten the audience with. So that is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Monday on the show, Sander Hicks. If you're not familiar with Sander Hicks' work, just Google Sander Hicks. You can find all kinds of great information. He's going to be the guest on Monday, so definitely stay tuned for that. Now, I wanted to play, I'm not going to be able to get into all this, but I wanted to play some of this. This is a Barbara Walters special, and it was called, I think it's called Live to be 150 or something like that. And a lot of people, you know, who claim when I talk about the transhumanism and the quest for the end of aging and all that that good stuff. They